Hello. Welcome to Randomness, where I do try and talk about serious topics in amongst just coping with having ME and a puppy that wants to have attention all the time. Let's just try and have a catch up, shall we? Hey folks, it's Finn. Welcome back, lovely people, and a happy Pride Month because I can't even speak as per usual. It is June already. June 2023. I know why I'm looking so confused. Why I'm looking so confused is because that is life with MECFS. It's like, where do months go? So this month's vlog, because it is really monthly vlogs at the moment for me, isn't it, almost? Sorry about that. This week's vlog is a very similar vlog to the vlog I did a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, I'm still not firing on all cylinders, where I said that, do you remember it was MECFS Awareness Month? And I said, I really wanted to do some vlogs all about MECFS and I haven't managed to. Well, this is June and it's Pride Month, and I really want to do lots of vlogs about Pride and stuff, and I'm really just not firing on all cylinders, and it's just going to be a vlog today. It's just going to be another catch-up vlog because it's the best I can do right now. And I guess, that is always my message when I make vlogs, is it's about doing the best we can do. I mean it. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because my puppy's staring at me. Why are you staring at me, darling? I'm not talking to myself. I'm actually doing something on purpose. I'm talking to a camera. You can't have my notes. I'm laughing because this is just the irony of living with ME, isn't it, really? But I really want to say thank you for your lovely comments on my last video when I was going on and on about how annoying it is when, as somebody that makes awareness videos, it's really hard when you want to make awareness videos when there's a special awareness day or an awareness month and you can't because you're just not well enough. So here instead is some cute puppiness. What do you want to just kiss daddy? Look, darling, this isn't very polite. Look, do you want to turn around and say hello to the audience? Because this isn't very polite when you're just like coming in and look over there. Pip, what's this? Pip, what's that? Pip, say hello. What's this, Pip? Pip, what's that? Say hello. Hello. Say hello. Say, I'm now 6 months old and much better behaved, but apparently I wasn't paying him enough attention, so we just had to come and say hello. Anyway, darling, gonna get in your bed or are you gonna cuddle up there? What are you gonna do? You can't jump on there because otherwise the camera will go flying. So while Pip just decides, let's just have a calm puppy stroke. As you can see, he's getting so much bigger. His coat is going quite curly. He needs a bath, as you can tell. It's just beautiful. It's my boy. We love him. I used to look at people who kiss their dogs like this and think that was disgusting. And now I'm one of those people that kisses my dog like that. Because puppy kisses are the best, aren't they? Your daddy's boy. Yeah. Are you going to go and get in your bed? Can you get in your bed for me? It says no, Dad, because I want to see what's going on. In your bed. In your bed for me. In your bed. Good boy. In your bed. Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Lie down. Have a puppy nap. Good boy. Good boy. So apart from cute puppy, today's video is just going to be a bit of a catch-up. So again, hello to everybody who follows my videos and knows that this is the randomness that I am. And to any new people, hello. Welcome to Randomness, where I do try and talk about serious topics in amongst just coping with having ME and a puppy that wants to have attention all the time. Let's just try and have a catch up, shall we? So let's start with the kind of not so good stuff. The last time I was talking about having ME and just trying to deal with not just ME, but the world and how the world deals with ME or doesn't deal with ME when it comes to like getting help with medical professionals and all of that. And I've had another blow this week because I think I mentioned on here, and I've definitely mentioned to kind of FinFam and members of the Friends of Finn community, how much I've been struggling with pain, which is a new symptom for me. I do get pain as part of post-excursional malaise, you know, the kind of flu aches and what have you, but like new ongoing pain has been really bad this last year. It's been creeping up. So I have been asking the doctor for help with this. And as most of you in the UK will know, we can't really get doctor's appointments at the moment. It's all on the telephone or by e-consult. And I was offered one of those elusive videos, face-to-face appointments this week. So I said yes. But it was with a doctor I've not seen before. And unfortunately, I had the same thing happen that so often happens when you present to somebody new with ME. I had the response of, well, with ME, pain, you know, often feels real to you, but it isn't real. This whole kind of attitude of ME being in your head. He then proceeded to start referring me to something in Plymouth we have called the Body Reprogramming Clinic. And I'm going to link it in the description below so I don't go off on one too much in this video about it, because I still want to do a specific video about gaslighting around ME. Body reprogramming is basically something created by somebody called Professor Michael Hyland, and it's all about viewing the body as a computer. And this bit of literature about body programming is the most kind of condescending, patronizing bit of literature you'll ever read. It actually says in this literature, people with ME are nice people. And it talks about how you've got to tell the pain that the world is a good and safe place and that the pain's not needed. And now, you know me by now. Hang on, puppy needs a wee. That's him ringing his bells. So yes, it's all about telling your body that it's a good and safe place and that the pain's not needed. Now, yes, like I say, you know that I'm all about positive thinking and meditation, and absolutely that plays a part, but not in replacement of investigative medicine and physiotherapy and pain meds when needed. And it's just a really, really condescending piece of literature. And even like some of the ways that it talks about chronic fatigue, and it says, you know, you can't run out of energy, your body's just put on the brakes. You can run out of energy. It's well documented in ME especially that cells malfunction in the body, which means you do run out of energy, don't store energy properly, and don't produce energy properly, and don't use energy properly. You know, yes, brains play a part because the brain and body is ultimately linked. They can't separate from each other. But have a read of this document. I will link it below. I will talk more about this in another video that I keep meaning to make. But this is, if you read it, and if you're somebody that, you know, has ME CFS, and has dealt with the gaslighting of this, and has knowledge of the long history of the way people with ME CFS have been kind of categorized as malingerers, and of it being a kind of disorder of thinking, a psychiatric disorder rather than the neurological, biological disorder that it is, I think you'll read it like I have, that it's really graded exercise therapy and cognitive behavioural therapy wrapped up in a different package. That's what it looks like to me. Anyway, it's what my original GP tried to refer me to before I insisted on being referred to the ME CFS service. So anyway, this GP that I've never seen before and don't ever want to see again wants to refer me to that after doing some blood tests. So I was so exhausted and so upset that I just kind of said, okay, and then just left, because I'd got myself there on the bus on my own because Chris unfortunately couldn't make it there with me because he usually takes me to all my appointments. And so I didn't fight it on the day. I didn't have the energy. But once the blood tests come back, if they do come back negative, which they probably will, it probably is part of my ME. But regardless, I still should have things investigated a bit further. and some physio. I shouldn't have it just written off as go and meditate on it. I should have, some physio would help, because they are looking to inject my foot. Do you know I get that foot issue every now and again, like 2 or 3 times a year, where I suddenly can't walk for a few days and then it goes. They're looking to inject that with steroids. But yet my arms, which were a problem every single day, they want me to meditate on. That doesn't make any sense, does it? An issue that affects me 2 or 3 times a year, they're willing to stick a steroid injection into, but a problem that's affecting me every single day and every single night, they want me to meditate on. So anyway, that's my little rant about that this week. So this is what we face every day. Someone was saying to me in the comments, it's okay having these awareness months and days and whatever, but actually for us who are living with this every day, we can all, I get upset sometimes when an awareness day or awareness month happens and I haven't got the energy to do stuff about it. But I live with this and talk about this every day, in all my social media and in all my stuff that I do. So I don't know where I was going with that comment, but do you know what I mean? That's some that happened this week. But let's get on to some good stuff that happened this week. The fact that Chris couldn't take me to the doctors meant that me got on a bus on my own for the first time in, do you know what? I can't remember the last time I got on a bus on my own. It's got to have been before we moved to Devon. So you're talking it's probably got to be about 3 years ago, I think. The last time I went anywhere on my own was like on transport was to the Naked Education filming, which was about a year ago, and that was in a taxi on my own, which is different. Like going on my scooter on a bus on my own, big deal. So I'm choosing to take the positives out of that. See that positive thinking? And that's the furthest I've been on my own, so I'm taking that as a positive. And the other positive thing that's happened is we went camping, as you know, last weekend, or was it the weekend before? Because it's a couple of weeks since I've chatted to you, isn't it? Not last weekend, the weekend before. Yeah. And I hired a off-road mobility scooter, and oh my words, we had the best fun. My little mobility scooter has no suspension, but we do try and take it like off on some of the kind of national parks and country words gone. Oh, the coastal pass, nature pass, what have you. But she can't manage a lot of it, and now that I've got this pain, the bumpiness of the pass hurt. So we were camping just outside Exeter, and we went to Halden Forest, and they've got these big trampers, so it's like a full back on the chair, which helps so I can support myself, full suspension. I mean, this thing can handle uphill terrain, downhill terrain, everything. Had so much fun. Chris almost put it into a hedge when he had a go on it. Flip the switch backwards. Put your feet in before you run them over. God, he's going to end up in a ditch, isn't he? Oh, God. Take your hand off. I'm a much better driver than he is on that, I must say. I've put some pictures of it, of our little adventures, in I'm losing words now, in a Ko-fi blog for members and supporters over on Ko-fi, so you can see that. I will upload the footage of it in the members, Friends of Finn members video, behind the scenes video, ASAP. I'm so behind them with them. I know we play catch up with them, but I will upload that. But that was so much fun. Poor Pip had to be carried because he was exhausted. Bless his little tiny legs. But so it's been a mixed bag the last couple of weeks. It really, really has. I am still really struggling at the moment. Everything is still very up and down, but I talk about that all the time, don't I? That life is like that, and you just take one with the other, don't you? And that's how it is. So yeah, that's my little mini update this week. It's just a real random update again, just because I want to just keep making content about how it is. I do want to make some Pride content. There will be some Pride content because I know there's still some ME content I want to make. Oh my goodness. If you see my book, I've got like a book of like ideas and stuff. There's just endless lists. So like there will all be this content. It will all come just like slowly. But I do want to make some Pride content as well because me and Chris have now been together 5 years. And I really, really, really want to talk about that. And as it's Pride Month, there's so much in there to talk about, about being a trans and cis couple, about like me thinking I was going to be this straight man, and here I am, like the gayest man going. And there's so much that I want to talk about, and just celebrating being with Chris, and celebrating the fact that, I'm in love and I'm with somebody who loves me, and celebrating that. And I want to make a video on that. So that is my goal for this month. By the end of this month, I can't remember what the date is now, I want to have made a Pride video about that. That's my aim. But this week, another reason why I'm a bit late with content is I have finally got my appeal, my PIP benefit appeal, tomorrow. Very nervous. They all say, everyone says, this is where the magic happens, and most people are successful at appeal. But I've had nothing but bad luck with this. It's so obvious that I'm entitled to personal independence payment, to me and to everybody else that looks at my case. But I keep, being surprised at how, I failed at the assessment. I failed at the mandatory reconsideration. I look at my evidence. Everyone else looks at my evidence and goes, how? I'd like to think I can go in there and everyone looks at it and goes, of course you're entitled. But the other part of me is just thinking I'm going to walk away with nothing still. I don't know. So I'm trying just to stay neutral and just get it over with. I don't know. So the next video, of course, will be an update on that, on how my appeal goes. That's going to be my next video. So the video after that, I want to talk about me and Chris being together 5 years and make some kind of celebratory vlog on that. So sorry about this really random video with a puppy in your face and me talking randomness for 20 minutes and him ringing his bells and making a racket. But yeah, and me waving the arms around. I think I've said everything I wanted to say this week. Just hello. Selena, I'm still here, even when I'm not replying to all your amazing comments. You leave me such lovely comments, and I don't reply to them as quickly as I used to. Lots of you probably used to getting like 6 weeks later. You suddenly get this comment reply, and you're like, oh, just something you said like a month ago. I apologise. I do get there eventually. Right, I have some shout outs and mentions this week. I have loads this week because we got back from holiday and I had so many notifications from Ko-fi, which is why I created that quick kind of update about our camping holiday and include some pictures, because I wanted to say a big thank you, because there was so many people on Ko-fi that had left donations, signed up to membership, brought a book or some resources on my Ko-fi page. So a huge thank you to all of you. So we have new members. I've got a new member called Ezra, who I can't remember if I thanked in the last video. So thank you, Ezra, for joining a membership, if I haven't already said thank you. Thank you to Youssef for joining, and to Phoenix. All three of you have had a welcome email on Ko-fi, which should also have gone to your personal email as well. Whenever you join membership, do remember to also like my Ko-fi page, because then that will mean you'll get a email notification. Check your junk email as well, and make sure that you add me as like a contact, because then you'll always get the notifications when I put anything on Ko-fi for you. But welcome. If you have any trouble finding your perks, let me know, and I'll sort that out for you, because you get access to my Discord community, don't forget. A big thank you to all my Ko-fi donators as well. Deb, not only are you a member, but you keep me supplied in coffee. Thank you so much. KJ, I can't remember if I thanked you last time, but you left me a really, really lovely donation and a really lovely message. Thank you. As did Ryan, who also I can't remember if I said thank you to last time, so you're getting another shout out. I also got a super thanks. Lots of people don't use these very often, so I'm always really surprised when I get one. So I got one from somebody with an epic YouTube name, Eclipse Hognose. Thank you so much for your super thanks. It's really kind of you. Thank you everybody for your lovely support. I also got this t-shirt from Arlo and Rosie at Splodge Creative, which is very true. Can you read this? Trans lives are not up for debate. Nobody's lives should be up for debate, for goodness sake. Especially not ours. Thank you very much. Wonderful t-shirt. Nicely understated, but there. And I love it. Thank you very much. Just in time for Trans Pride Plymouth. I should be wearing this. But thank you to everybody. Thank you to all of the Finn fam. Thank you to all of our friends of Finn members. Thank you to everybody who stumbles upon my channel and leaves me comments. Everybody that subscribes. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe, because the more people that subscribe, the more people that find my channel. And the more people that find my channel, the better, really, because I just love all the connection and the comments and the loveliness that ensues. Ensues, that's a very posh word, isn't it? Okay, this is 23 minutes of randomness. I'm very sorry about that, but I hope you loved it anyway. Yes, lovely. Think of me for tomorrow. I will update as soon as possible. I'll try and put a little update on social media. And not that I really talk very openly about it on social media, and I don't know why. It's silly, isn't it? Benefits are one of those funny things that's really hard to talk about openly, and I don't know why. I mean, that's why I made the video about it in the first place. So I don't know why. So I'll tell you what, I will just put a comment about it on what's the thing? Instagram. But either way, I will make a video about it next week after we've done it to let you know how it's gone. Go away, Finn. I'm going. Puppy's passed out now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a lovely rest of week and weekend, and I will chat to you next week. So talking